What were you gonna say, Yo-Yo?
I was gonna say they got to get these thumbs, them thumbs up.
No thumbs
YouTube.
up?
We gotta get the thumbs up on YouTube, y'all.
What kind of thumbs?
We got 35.
Where are they at?
We have 120 folks watching, and we have 35 thumbs up. I was stressing.
Come on, y'all.
That's
Before we start this, real quick, I need y'all to press that thumbs up.
The love.
That's the least y'all could do.
And by the way, Yo-Yo and Vanessa, more than 15 people just called in 30 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
But we still have a few lines open, so if you still call, because we can take up to 20 calls at one time. So we still have 5 lines open if you want to call in.
We need the squad to understand that if you have time to give Brad a call, you guys, the comments are fabulous. We're gonna catch those in social media check-in, but take advantage that, Brad. You can get him on the phone, man. Let's do this.
Right. All right.
All right, you ready to take some calls, guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go to Amadou in Cincinnati, Ohio. Amadou.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. I have a question. I was married before with a U.S. citizen, and we got divorced, but I never filed any immigration papers whatsoever. And after 2 years, we got divorced. And after that, I got married again to a U.S. citizen again, and I filed all my paperwork with her.
But you never got divorced?
Oh, I got divorced with my first wife.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
And now I'm with my current wife right now. So we filed our I-130 and I-485 2 years ago. And we did our interview 2 years ago. And now immigration, they send us a notice of intent to deny.
Why?
Saying that my previous wife gave them a letter saying that I was paying her for green card.
Is that true or not true?
That's not true.
Okay, so then you have in essence an aggrieved wife who's very upset at you. So she's looking to get back at you. You just have to prove that she's wrong. You don't have to prove that your first wife was Romeo and Juliet. You just have to prove that it was something other than a business marriage. Okay, that you married her legitimately. So you should be able to have evidence that you had pictures together, that you had some sort of financial relationship with her, maybe affidavits from friends and family. The more the better. You say, here's 10 affidavits from people who knew us. They all say it was a good marriage. Well, 10 people are lying? That's crazy. Right. You just have to be able to rebut it, and we can help you with that, okay? But hold on one second. Other than that, they're going to charge you with marriage fraud and put you in deportation. All right, so hold on one second. If we can cut the music too, that would be great. Hold on one second. Let's go to Stephanie in Hartford, Connecticut. Stephanie.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I have one question for my green card. They approve me. They send me the approval letter, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to send me the card.
You got an approval letter for your green card. Your card should come about 8 to 12 weeks later.
I'm sorry?
Your card should come 8 to 12 weeks later.
Oh, okay.
How long has it been?
This week gonna be 2 weeks.
All right, so give it 8 to 12 weeks. If you still don't get the card in the mail, call me back.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Let's go to Krisha in Chicago, Illinois. Krisha.
Hello.
Hi, Krisha.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I just have a quick question. Two questions. I had filed I-751, and can you hear me?
In January?
Can you hear me?
I do.
Okay. I have filed I-751, and my extension has expired. And I have been married, and then while I'm still waiting for the process, you know how long it takes. Like it takes forever.
So you got an 18-month extension and it expired, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And I was in a bona fide marriage,
Right.
and then along the process, we had filed jointly with my spouse,
Okay.
and then along the process, we divorced.
Okay.
So
Now, have you notified immigration that you got divorced?
no, I did not.
Okay, so what you need to do is this. You can still get a green card. You're entitled to a green card. Nobody says you have to stay in an unhappy marriage to get your green card. All you have to do is prove that it was a real marriage and you are now divorced, or it was a real marriage and you're showing up with your husband. You're not going to be showing up with your husband now because you're divorced. So what you're going to do is you're going to write immigration and ask them to convert your joint application to a waiver of the joint application, because you have now terminated your marriage through divorce, but you have the ability to prove it as a bona fide marriage.
So is there a specific form that I
No,
need to fill out for all
it's
that?
done by letter. You send it to the
Okay.
office that you sent you the receipt notice, and make sure you put your case number on it, and you submit your divorce copy of your divorce, not the original, but copy of your divorce decree.
Oh, okay, okay,
All right.
cool. All right.
And if you have a
and
problem,
then-
you can give us a call. But you have another question.
Yes, yes. Okay. Since my 18 months have expired, I tried to call them, so, the immigration people, to see if I can get a stamp and stuff. But with this corona thing, it seems like they are putting citizenship people ahead of us. Like, is there another way? Maybe I can make an appointment if you know anything about it.
You have to go online and make the InfoPass appointment, or alternatively, you can go down to immigration and plead with an immigration officer to let you in the building and get a stamp.
Okay, I will try that. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks.
Let's go to Kay in Atlanta. Kay.
Hi, Uncle Brad.
Hi,
how are you? I am good. My question is, if I'm doing an adjustment of status and receive a courtesy letter to say I did not send in the complete and sign I-693, what should I do? But it's also said not to mail any documents at this time.
Then follow the instruction. Don't mail anything. When you get your interview, then you'll do your medical and bring it to the interview.
Okay. And my next question is, also, there's a child on the adjustment of status. Her passport is expired. Should we try to renew it before we go for any interview?
If you can, yes. Without giving the old one back, because you need some ID, photo ID for her.
Okay, Uncle Brad.
Okay?
And continue to do your great job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Kay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Let's go to Patricia in Hartford, Connecticut. Patricia.
Hi, Uncle Brad.
Hi,
how are you? Good evening, everyone. So my question is this: I'm in a domestic violence with my husband right now, and we haven't received our date for interview as yet.
Right.
So it's at the courts now. He was detained, and I want to know what my options are.
All right. So you're okay right now. Do you have an order of protection against him, or he's just in jail for a while? Okay.
No, I have an order of
All right.
protection.
So what you need to do is you need to file a VAWA case immediately in I-360. Leave the adjustment pending that your husband has already done for you. When you get that interview, you will get a receipt back for the I-360. It's going to take 1.5 years to get approved. You have to show it was a bona fide marriage and you're a victim of domestic violence, which will be pretty straightforward for you because the man got arrested. You have an order of protection. He's in jail for domestic violence. So they've charged him for it. So
he has another court date.
Okay, but he's been charged and he has not been released. So you have a pretty solid case for a VAWA, and you file the I-360. You get the receipt notice back. When you get that interview for the marriage, you're going to go yourself with the receipt notice for the I-360. They'll interview you. They'll keep your adjustment open. They'll substitute the I-130 for the I-360. That you'll wait for the I-360 to get approved. You'll then write back that officer and say it's approved. They'll schedule you for a second interview and give you a green card.
Okay. All right. So I would love to talk to you one-on-one.
Okay, you can. Hold on 1 second, and I'm going to put you on hold. Let's go to Corinne in Long Island. Corinne. Corinne.
Hi.
Hi,
Uncle
Corinne.
Brad.
How are you?
Oh, finally.
By the way, Corinne, I don't know if you find this funny, but one of our members of the squad, Dion Watson, just wrote, Brad has so many nieces and nephews, it's not even funny because everybody calls me Uncle Brad.
Uncle Brad, it's such my pleasure to be talking to you, finally.
What's going on?
Okay. I filed adjustment of status back in March, and I received a courtesy letter in May, and I'm yet to see my case updated. I've been checking on the online. I make an account, and all the information is just saying my application has been received from April 3rd. And there isn't anything to show that it is moving forward or anything. I know there is a corona going around, but I'm trying to figure out, is that normal for that to be happening?
Unfortunately, at this time, yes. Yeah, because they haven't scheduled any. Nobody has gone on an interview. You're in Long Island, so nobody has gone on a green card interview, either at 26 Federal Plaza or at Immigration in Holtzville since March. So, so it's normal, unfortunately, right now. And I think during this process, everybody's case is just going to be extraordinarily delayed, unfortunately.
Okay. So that was
you would think, you know, like, for example, the courts, the New York State courts, are having a lot of video conferences between judges and lawyers. You would think that immigration would be able to do video conferencing, but Trump doesn't want any of this. He doesn't want to give anybody a green card, so they're not doing anything right now. But, you know, the good news is, you know, eventually coronavirus will be done, and the better news is eventually Trump will be done in about 3.5, 4 months from now. And then we'll figure out where life is for everybody. All right. So hang in there in the meantime.
Thank you so much,
all right,
Uncle Brad, and you and your squad up. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Let's go to Anne Marie in Bronx. Anne Marie.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, I got my 10-year green card to marry.
Right.
However, I have a 15-year-old daughter who is undocumented. She wasn't living with me at the time. She was with her dad. He was supposed to file for her, but he didn't. So she's now living with me. I was wondering if my husband could still file for her, or I would have to do it by myself.
Well, it's your daughter. Your husband is with you, or is not with you anymore?
My husband, yes, we are together.
And where's your daughter now then? Who's not living with you? Your daughter your daughter is not living with you. I wasn't sure who I heard.
No, she wasn't living with me at the time when my husband filed for me.
Okay.
But she was living with her dad in the States, but she's undocumented. He was supposed to file for her.
Where is she at the moment? Where is she at the moment?
She's with me now. She's living with me now, not with her dad anymore.
So she's living with you and your husband right now?
Right, which is not her dad.
Got it. And how old is she?
15.
And how did she come to America?
He sent for her from Jamaica with the intention to file for her.
What was the visa that she came here on?
A visitor's visa.
Okay, so the answer is your husband is going. Your husband is going to file an adjustment application for her right now as a stepdaughter, and she will get her green card immediately. That's the process.
Okay. Right. Could I speak to you over here?
Yes. Keep the father out of it. She's with you. Your husband's going to do it all. Hold on. Let's go to Tunji in Seattle. Tunji.
Hello,
Tunji. What's going on?
Yeah, good. Thanks for your good work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I filed I-130 for my mom in January, and it's got approved in May, around May. Then the question is, she's coming from Nigeria, and
does your mom have a visitor's visa at all or anything?
No, she didn't.
Nothing. Well, right now with Nigeria, there is a ban. I would still file the I-130, which you did. So I would encourage continuing it. Even with a ban, by the time there's a visa appointment, it's going to be sometime next summer. So you're still a year away from getting your mom here. By then, my expectation would be that Trump is no longer here. Biden is the president. Pray to God. And there'll be no Nigerian ban. So just continue going.
Okay, so I should keep on with the process.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bye.
And even if Trump miraculously, by the way, even if Trump miraculously still is the president, there's not going to be a Nigerian ban forever. You can't ban people from Nigeria forever, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so keep going.
Thank you so much.
Let's go to Romario in Clifton, New Jersey. Romario.
Hello, brother.
How are you?
I'm good. My cousin and his wife are looking to my cousin married to a American citizen, right?
Right.
And she's looking to help him adjust his status.
Right.
However, she's on some government benefits. She wants to know if she's still able to help him with the.
It depends what the government benefits are.
I think it's SNAP, TNF.
No, the answer is if she's on SNAP and all that stuff, it is extraordinarily unlikely that he would get through.
Okay.
All right.
That's the question. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Carrie in Long Island. Carrie.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brad. I have
how are
about
you?
3 different questions.
Yes.
Hi. One of the questions is, it's a situation where the couple got married. They went to the spouse. He had his interview,
right.
And then after that, the wife had to go down for like a second interview. After the whole situation, the examiner said that he's sending back the case to the U.S. for revocation or something like that.
That means they don't believe it was a real marriage. Where was this?
Yeah.
Where was this? What
but
embassy?
It's been a year. It's been a year now since they sent it back, and it's been at the USCIS for over a year. And the last update was that an examiner had made their decision on the case in April, but nothing was sent out.
Yeah, what eventually is going to happen is you're going to get a letter explaining all the reasons why the embassy didn't believe it was a real marriage. They're going to give you 30 days to rebut it. You then have to respond to that rebuttal. They're going to send you a notice of intent to deny that I-130. You're going to respond. If you can respond properly, they'll approve it again, send it back to the embassy for another interview. If it's been a year and you still haven't gotten anything, you have two choices. You can always file a new I-130 visa petition. Okay? Nobody's stopping you from doing that. File again. You have 2 cases going, whichever one comes first. You could also file a mandamus and force them to give you that notice of intent to deny.
Okay.
But my advice would be file a new I-130, have both cases going, and whichever one comes in first. That would be my advice right now.
Oh, so a new one could be filed right now.
Well, yeah, you can have 2 going. You can have 2 going.
Okay.
All right.
Another question.
Yes.
Yes. Another question. Okay. I have a friend. Her mom is filing for her.
Right.
But she's here. Does she have to go back to the other country for the interview eventually?
I hope not, because
she overstayed here.
I hope not, because then she would have a 10-year bar. If the friend's a U.S. citizen and the mom entered legally on a visa other than as a crew member for a boat, she should be eligible to adjust her status here.
No. The mom is legal here, and the friend is not legal here. But the friend came over on a regular visa, but it expired.
It depends if the friend. It depends if the friend is 245I or not. That's something we would need to figure out in a consultation. I don't know. You wouldn't know either. We would have to ask specific questions about it, and then we would. And then we would have to figure out whether she can adjust here, or if she has to go home. But if she has to go home, we have to do a provisional waiver for her. Because if she just goes home without the provisional waiver, she'll get stuck. If she goes home with a provisional waiver, she'll be back in a couple weeks.
Okay.
All right.
So she needs that before she even go on the interview.
Correct.
When the interview date does
she
come.
needs that before she even leaves the country.
Oh, before she leaves the country.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let her call me.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Let's go to Boopy in Phoenix. Boopy.
Yes, Uncle Brett, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. My question is, I'm a citizen, and I was married to a citizen. Okay, I'm a citizen now since 2013.
Right.
But when I was applying for, my ex-husband was applying for me, we applied for the children as well. I have 5 children back home in Africa. So now, when they went for the interview, they were denied visas. So we tried to reapply, do whatever. Then they said we needed a waiver. So
why did you need a waiver? Why did you need a waiver for?
They said because when the children applied for the visa back home, they said the birth certificates were fraudulent.
But the children were children when they handed in their birth certificates, no? Or were they adults?
So, but now they're adults. But that time they were all under 18.
So if they were all under 18, when they applied for visas with fake documents, you can't hold that against a child for misrepresentation.
That's what they did. So
okay, when was this? When was this?
That was 2007, 2008.
Oh, God. Okay, so then what happened?
Then after that, they've been denied.
And that's it?
They were asking for the waiver. They've been asking for the waiver ever since.
You can't file a waiver now 10 years later. All right, you need to contact me. We need to see what happened with these cases, okay? But you can't you can't be denied misrepresentation for something you did as a child. Okay, you can't be responsible for you need a consultation, okay? You've been spinning your wheels for 12 years with the U.S. Embassy. I think it's time you get a good lawyer involved. Hold on. Let's go to Carrie in Brooklyn. Carrie.
Hi, Brad. Thank you for
how are you?
My question. I'm good. Yes, my husband is a citizen. He filed for his sibling, who is not a citizen. She's not a resident or anything.
Right.
She's been living here over 20 years, she and her husband. But we recently received a letter from the visa center saying that her interview will be in Jamaica. Does she have to go to Jamaica for an interview, or can she stay here in New York?
When did your husband file for them?
He filed in 2013. I was surprised they even sent her approval already.
Okay. So if she leaves, she has a 10-year bar. She can't come back, so I wouldn't do that. Where are the parents?
Our parents are here in Connecticut.
How did the parents get a green card?
To my husband.
Also, okay.
Yes.
Well, we would have to see if they're 245I. If not, we would have to do a provisional waiver through the parents, even though they're being processed through the husband. So they would get a green card through your husband's petition for them as a brother, but we would do a provisional waiver through the parents, get the provisional waiver approved, then they would go home and come back. That would be the process. All right. So
but the parents are green card holders.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
We still can do the waiver through them. So it's good. We're going to need the whole family involved to get this done. All right. But you cannot leave to go home to get your green card unless you have a waiver. If you have a waiver, you can go home and come back. No waiver, you are stuck home.
Oh, thank you so much.
So tell them to come and give me a call. Hold on one second. Let's go to Samantha in Schenectady. Samantha.
Yeah, hello?
Hi, Samantha. How are you?
I'm good. I'd like to ask a few questions. Number one, when you lost your green card, how long it take to get it back?
Months.
And number one, when you lost your green card, how long it take to get it back?
Months. Months and months.
Pardon me?
Months and months and months.
Months and months and months?
Correct.
Okay. And if you married a green card holder, how long it takes to get through?
Where is this person?
Pardon me?
Where is this person?
The person in New York.
They're both in New York?
Yes.
Did the person overstay their visa?
Yes.
Well, it depends. You can file an I-130 visa petition, get it approved, do a provisional waiver, go home and come back. That's about a 2.5, 3 year process. Or you can wait on your spouse to become a citizen if you made a legal entry into the U.S. and then adjust your status. But I don't know when the spouse will be a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
All right. If they were in legal status, I'd give a completely different answer.
Pardon me?
If they were in legal status, I would give a completely different answer.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
That's it? Okay. Very, very vague questions. Matt in Los Angeles. Matt.
Hi, Matt. This is Brad. How are you doing today?
How are you, Matt?
Fine, good, thank you. Actually, I have a question. I had a green card holder in Los Angeles. I got my green card through the asylum, and it's issued in 2014. Unfortunately, in 2018, September, I arrested because of DUI, and since it was on the border, 0.08, no child, no accident, nothing.
Okay.
And after 6 months, fortunately, with helping a lawyer, the judge, the court just issued me a fine, and probation just terminated after 4 months, which is
What were you found guilty of?
They pled guilty to the wet reckless, and
you pled guilty to what?
I pled guilty to wet reckless, and they issued me just.
To what's reckless? I don't know what reckless means.
Wet reckless for driving.
Reckless driving. You pled guilty to.
Yes.
Is that
exactly.
okay? Is that that was out in California? Is that considered a? I don't know the California Penal Code off the top of my head. Is that considered a driving infraction, or is that considered a criminal infraction?
It's a misdemeanor, but
it's a misdemeanor.
Reckless means that the reckless be the person who has the alcohol in the body.
Right.
But
okay.
They told me that since it has been your first time, the alcohol has been low, there is no kid in the car, no injury, anything. Mm-hmm. They just gave me a short probation, about 4 months.
Okay.
And after that, they terminated and I expunged it.
Okay.
Now, I have applied for citizenship, and everything went through, and I'm waiting for my interview. My concern is that in the meantime, I've just mentioned to the USCIS that what happened, and I got a certified docket from all of my file and sent it to the USCIS to let them know that hey, what's going on, and this is the whole process. And my concern is that when I'm going to the interview, could this be a bar to my citizenship?
Yes. By the way, I mean, nothing bad's going to happen to you. You're not going to get deported or anything. But just as a general rule, if you have an arrest record for anything, and this goes not only for you, Matt, this goes for everybody out there. As a general rule, although I just want you to know I'm saying this for everyone's education and edification, you'll be fine, okay? But you should never, ever, ever give any arrest records or criminal records to immigration until you know what the result will be. Immigration is asking for all of these things, not to help you, but to hurt you, to deny you, to put you in deportation, to kick you out of the United States of America. You have to be aware, everyone has to be aware when they submit criminal records to immigration, it's for immigration to do. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.